what's up, Speedy?
Hey, hola, my friend. How you doing? Hola, guys.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about two things.
Of course.
The first one is I don't know if you heard about it, but Mr. K shot me over the photo that happened when we were all up at your ranch.
Wait, what? Why?
So listen, after that photo went out, everybody started retweeting it and stuff. The next tsunami, I left the city for a while because I do believe it was a Thursday, and then I came back later at night to try and grind out some money selling meth to get ready to fight the Dons because they wanted to go in and take Cyprus. And they threatened us with NBC, and that's why I called you with about the NBC thing. Anyway, the whole NBC thing that's solved, and the Dons were just talking out of line. But as I'm awake and I'm selling, I see a twat out come from Curtis from Changang, and he says that Marty's calling me a bitch. And then there's a photo of Jack and Marty down in Little Seoul. So I stopped selling.
Is it now?
Buddy of mine was getting chased by a cop, so I tried to save him. He goes
to
prison, and this all happened within 3 minutes. So as soon as
I
went immediately down to Little Seoul to kind of confront to see if this was true, because I didn't know if Curtis was talking shit or Marty was actually talking shit. So, and I just wanted to put both of them on the spot, like see what the fuck is going on and why my name is just randomly being brought up for no reason at all. So, as I'm going there, I see Jack and Marty drive off in a Sultan, and Vinny's like, hey, I can talk to you after this Changang meeting. So I said, okay, no problem. So he radios in to Changang that OTT's here, and they're like, no, bring him in. So they brought me into this meeting, and as I'm walking in, there's like, 10 Changang members kind of standing in a circle, and I started getting flashbacks of the past, and I'm like, oh boy, I don't know what's going on. But as I'm walking into the meeting, Mr. K is already talking shit at me. He's like, oh, hey, what's up, pussy? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you look like a big fucking bloody tampon walking in here. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? He's like, fuck you. And I'm like, what? I was like, no, bro, fuck you. What are you going on about? And then he pulled out a gun and shot me. I'm like, what? Okay. So, like, I didn't have a gun on me, nothing. Then he ran my pocket, stole my laptop, VPN, basically took everything off me except the phone and, like, two other small... Bro, guess is as good as mine. So I'm laying there leaking, and then all of a sudden there's a bunch of Changang members mocking me, mocking the Alliance. They take my body. Rami drives me down to the barrio, dumps me off into the barrio, takes a picture of me laying out in the barrio and talks shit about the Alliance. And that's when your boys and Marabunta show up to come pick me up. And they take me up to Grandma's. And I'm fucking confused as shit. I'm like, okay, is Marty talking shit? Like, did Marty throw me under the bus? Like, why are these guys so upset? Like, I don't know what's going on. So I call Gigi. We have like an impromptu meeting. So there's myself, the Marabuntas.
Gulag Gang is the one fucking up here in my
opinion. And then Gigi comes up. Now, Marty wasn't there in the beginning. It was just Jack and Turk and I think one other person. So I asked them, I said, guys, like, was Marty shit-talking me? Like, did he call me a bitch and stuff? And Jack never just straight up said, no, he didn't. He kind of talked around in circles a little bit. And I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, Marty called Jack and got Marty to come up. So Marty came over. And, I made it a bit uncomfortable for him because I put him on the spot.
Yeah, like, you got to press him, right? You got to see what's up.
Exactly. So I was like, Marty, like, were you talking shit about me? And he was like, no, I wasn't talking shit. I'm like, okay, well, then why is my name being brought up? And he didn't really have a rebuttal. And then he was like, well, I basically only told Changang that, like, if Changang and team start fighting GG, then we're not going to call upon the Alliance. So I said, well, what's the point of you being in this Alliance if we all don't have the same sentiment? Because it makes it look like you're only looking out for your gang and telling Changang what they want to hear and not saying what we're saying. When Vinny called me, I told him straight up that, like, if Hydra Street Team and Changang all have separate turfs with separate sprays, you guys are separate gangs. And so if multiple of you guys jump somebody in the Alliance, BSK is going to get involved. Obviously, that's not what Vinny wanted to hear. he wanted to make sure that like I wasn't gonna, you know, BSK wasn't gonna jump in and help out, say, Marabuntas or Vagos. But I'm staying true to what we all agreed upon. Gigi, on the other hand, they're only saying shit to cover their own ass. And then Marty told me, he's like, I only joined this alliance because I thought it was a council. And I didn't know anything about a bunch of alliance gangs ganging up on other gangs that jump into fights. Like, I didn't sign up for that. I'm like, well, that's what this alliance is. It's a defensive alliance.
What the fuck is the point? Like, what? We playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like, what the fuck? We're gonna fucking dress up like fucking puppets? And fucking sing fucking memes or something?
Exactly.
Like,
so,
I see, go ahead.
So, it gets worse. So, I said, you know, I don't mean to put you guys on the spot here. And, like, some of the other members, like Carlito was there, and he would, and even Marabuntas,
this good meeting. We can clear some stuff up.
Saying, like,
yeah.
Marty was throwing basically the rest of the alliance under the bus and clearing his name in front of Changang for his benefit, because he was on Twitter taking a picture in front of a Changang spray, all of them wearing umbrellas or holding umbrellas and making fun of calling them the Umbrella Gang or whatever.
I was with Lang when Marty did that. You see, I'm holding information back for now.
But yet, when I walked down there to confront Marty and Curtis about somebody using my name to see what was going on, I'm the one who gets shot. So it's very evident that Marty was talking shit about me or planted shit. And the reason why I know this is because about 30 minutes later, after all this happened, Mr. K calls me and he wants to have a chat. So I'm like, oh, bro, here we go again. He's like, no. Yeah, it's going to be you and me. You know, we're actually gonna have a conversation.
Well, Marty's not a snake, but I think
I
like
walked in, got shot, and then
he bends maybe I don't know.
Me off.
We need to see.
I go down there.
The character maybe I don't know. Maybe he's unsecure right now
by himself. And we have a good one-on-one, and I once again explained to him how all of this shit works again for like the 5th fucking time, and he told me multiple things. First was I asked him about Marty. Now he didn't flat out say like Marty was talking shit about you, but apparently he told Marty that I was doing a concert down there and basically just making a mockery of it. And I said, Mr. K, what? I sang I'm Telling You while we waited for Marabuntas to show up. I wasn't talking shit about Changang or anything like that. I only sang a song.
Well, like, this is nothing about Changang. I don't know how to fucking say it. Like, do I need to invite motherfuckers to the alliance to say it's not part of Changang? Like, I don't understand this shit. We're not in the same time zone. We don't see them.
Correct.
And, you know, to be honest, when I see them, we fucking chilling. Like, I don't understand this. Like, listen, I was around when I saw that, like the umbrella tweets. I've disabled my Twitter a long time ago. Because I hate Twitter in the city. Because it's all about Twitter wars. And I hate Twitter wars. I always used to hate them. So I've disabled them. But I did see the umbrella tweets from first Marty and them. And then I did see the garbage tweets. All honesty, I retweeted the umbrella. I retweeted the garbage from Changang. Because I even thought the garbage was kind of cool. I was like, we can do recycling. It's kind of cool, you know. We can be like, yes, we're bringing the environment green. Like, I go with the memes, right? But it's because I know every time something happens in the city, people get worked up and think the worst. But you have to give it a day or two. Then motherfuckers calm down, right?
Yeah. And Mr. K told me he tried to like press me. He was like, in a nice way, he was like, tell me, man, like, there are people. He's like, I'm not saying it's BSK, but he said, there are people within that alliance that form the alliance or are part of it simply just because of us, because of Changang. And I'm like, dude, I can't speak on anybody else, but I can tell you definitively out of the 3 meetings that I've been to, and really only 2 of them where there was a bunch of people, your guys' name barely comes up. And I mean, like, yeah, you guys are part of the equation, but you're not the only part of the equation. Like, you know, and I gave him examples. I said, you know, GSF hired people to go up against us. Seaside had fucking ballers. I
think people are surprised because Speedy actually have a decent relationship with Changang.
On. Like,
I actually would, you know, I would actually be down for any meetings anytime, right? So that's why it's kind of cool, you know, because Speedy is chilling, but drama is around.
But yet they seem to believe they
like
are.
outside,
so
but Speedy is chilling himself.
That is telling him this stuff, or they're just assuming
the worst.
But the fact that I was the only one shot out of anybody, out of like the 50-something people that were in that photo, and my name was being thrown around, it makes no sense at all. Like, I'm not the leader of this. I'm just in here, and I'm doing it, and I'm part of it, and I enjoy it. I even told
100%.
Mr. K, I said, man, we're doing this because it's something for us to do also in the EU time zone, where there's not much that happens. It gives us a chance to all get together and have conversations and, you know, do things. Like, I tried to say in the nicest way possible to Flippy that, like, not everything revolves around Changang. You know, like, I can't move. It's like, it's got to the point where I feel like I can't do fucking anything in this goddamn city without Changang poking their nose into it or claiming that, you know, they run the show, or I need to abide by what they want me to do as a gang leader. They're not my boss. They, you know, I'm not a servant of them, but I respect what they do. And I told them, like, I spent months rebuilding a relationship with you guys, and I let go of a lot of stuff to prove to you guys that I'm not who you think I am, and I'm super chill, and I got respect for y'all. And then to just them shoot me on the spot without, and ridiculing me and talking shit for fucking no reason at all, it pissed me off, and it was confusing.
But it should piss you off, because I don't understand, bro. Like, it's not like people have been tweeting at me or texting me or calling me and be like, you hiding, you little rat. Bro, I like that. I have 0 calls, 0 text messages. I even met every member here and there. Everybody's chill. And I'm not talking about only Changang. I'm talking about even motherfuckers who are there tweeting, fuck the Watos, fuck this and that. Everybody always smiling. So it's even more confusing to me why they would just like, how should I call it, bro? And nobody coming to the source even. They're all just going around because they want to make their own. They want to make their own assumptions. So like, if they don't come to me, they can be like, that's how he's thinking, right? But if they come to me and they get the fucking direct answer, then people can't twist it anymore. You know what I mean? Very fucking simple.
You're 100% correct. One sec. Hey, Maze, can I call you right back? I just saw the docket as well. I'll call you right back. All right, bye.
So
yeah, so I'll continue. So so Mr. K, I'll admit, I do appreciate the fact that he came and apologized to me. He said, you know what?
Did he?
I was heated. Yeah, I've never heard him apologize for a thing in my life. And he respected me, and he took me down one-on-one without having to fucking
Mr. K did the same thing to Speedy. Like, not apologize, but remember when we met Mr. K a couple months ago?
And I will
we met him and we ended stuff. So you see, he was showing respect even to Speedy.
These guys are geniuses when it comes to gaslighting people.
You get what I'm saying?
What they want
so
to
like,
hear,
it looks like, you know,
at
like
the
it's
end of
not
the day,
that bad that people always have it down.
Has been a fucking rock throughout all of this. I used to fucking hate that guy, and he used to hate me. And even he was like, bro, that wasn't right what happened. Like, I'm going to do the best I can to, like, tell the boys.
Mr. K presses you, and then, you know, gets into business, right?
He's been a big help.
It makes sense. He's a gangster.
In ways that you can't imagine.
He's a mafia boss, of course.
The fact what scares me is 2 things. Number 1, GG scares me. I'm just going to go out and say it. I don't think their heart is in this. I don't think that they're fit for this alliance, because when push comes to shove, I don't think they're going to help us, if I'm going to be frank. But once again, I don't make the rules here. I'm just relaying info. And I might feel a certain way because my name's being brought up in some way, shape, or form. And you know, obviously they're not throwing, you know, conversations aren't happening about VAGOS to my knowledge, because Mr. K would have brought it up. But it seems to be BSK's name is getting thrown in the mud, whether that's just Marty doing it or they're playing me to think he's doing it. But the actions that Marty and Jack were showing when I confronted them were super sus, man. They were like,
maybe they're thinking, like, you know, because you guys are turf to turf. You get what I'm saying? Maybe their play is to like push you in a corner and then, you know, start taking a spray or some shit. You get what I'm saying?
It might be, but I've never done anything to them. So like,
no, I don't think
know
like
the problem is.
I have no idea either, because all honesty, I think this whole how should you call it? Like this whole alliance thing, right? So when I came up with the idea with Sergio, me and Sergio 4 or 5 months ago, right? When we came up, it was no problem. And the first time this came up before the picture thing, right? Remember, because Changang had a problem with it, and you are the one who came to my ranch and we talked about it, remember? You told me about the information. So here is what I got as information that time. It was, remember, Changang have no problem with the alliance as long as the alliance see Chang Yang as Juan. That means if street or whatever, you know, basically what we knew from before, whoever attacks you is whole Chang Yang and we don't get involved, is one-on-one. Basically, let's say if they attack VAGOS, then VAGOS, you know, don't involve the alliance and we, you know, we go to war, right? Like we normally do. And we agreed, right? We all agreed. So we solved the Chang Yang problem. So I don't understand how this is a problem now again. Like,
well, listen to this. This is the part that blew my fucking mind. At the end of the conversation, when we were all together up at the ranch, Carlitos said that Street Team has their own gang app. And so, because he got put on it for a short period of time, and then they, you know, took him off. So I confronted Kay about that. I said, listen, Kay, like, I'm just going to be honest with you. When we first talked, you told me that you had Hydra Street Team and and Chang Gang all under one roof, as in like you only had 16 people you could put down, but you had like 40 or 50 members.
Well, Speedy don't care even if they have multiple apps or not, if that makes sense.
One gang.
Does that make sense,
we respected that shit.
We kind of don't care if they have like multiple gangs or not,
nobody else got involved. Like Vagos didn't, Gigi didn't, we didn't, to my knowledge, nobody did.
In Speedy's mind.
So I said, Mr. K, like, if you have separate gangs and separate turfs and separate sprays, how in the hell do you call yourself one gang? Do you see how that's confusing? That's like if the Vatos Alliance called ourselves one gang, but yet underneath that gang, there was 5 other gangs with different territories and different sprays. So, for example, if the Marabuntas went and attacked Street Team and tried to take down one of their sprays,
we're playing different politics.
Both get involved to protect their sprays and turf. That is 2 separate gangs helping out 2 separate things. This is the bomb he dropped on me. He said, well, now we're going back to us being all separate gangs because we have our own separate sprays and our own separate gang apps. And now Mr. K told me that under no circumstance outside of if somebody involves another gang, will they get involved. So, for example, if Street Team is fighting Vagos and Vagos does not accidentally or purposely attack somebody in Hydra or Chang
I love roleplay, bro.
I love
this. The reason I love roleplay.
No matter what, they won't put in anybody else in cars. That'll be the show. But if you shoot at, say, somebody in Chang Gang in a car with somebody with Street Team, or you go shoot up a business, you're involving that other gang, and they have the right to get involved. Okay, fine. So now we're back to they're all separate gangs again, and now this is probably the reason why, in my opinion, they're worried about the alliance, because if they end up getting involved, say, for example, you guys start smacking the shit at a Street Team, and they're losing turf, and they're losing reputation, and they're losing their name on the streets. You really think Chang Gang and fucking Hydra is going to sit by and say, well, tough bananas, you're getting fucking smoked? I don't think so.
But they will get, of course they will get involved. Like, why? Okay. I need to sit down with Mr. K because I'm so confused. So here is the thing though. I don't think Chang Yang realized, like, I'm going to say we Atsun, because I think you may be on the same mindset. We don't care, bro. Be multiple gangs, be one gang, be united into, I look at Chang Yang as a mafia. I always have looked at Chang Yang as a mafia. I look at myself as a gang who trying to turn into a cartel. That is my dream. But I look at Chang Yang as a mafia. A mafia have multiple divisions under them, correct? Now, we know for a fact that no matter how we twist and turn, if Chang Yang want to do something, they'll do it. Hell, if I had the same power as Chang Yang, if I had 60... Okay, if all the Vatos Alliance was under my command as Vagos, hell, motherfucker, I'd take over the whole fucking South Side and shit on everybody. Like, what the fuck? Like, are we not fucking... I'm playing my cards with what I have in compared to the numbers and everything I got, right? Same thing with Chang Yang. I understand they are brutal. Why shouldn't they be brutal, right? We get it. If you have so many power under you, you should be brutal. Like, or else, why are you a gangster or not? And that's why I respect Mr. K. But I think the confusing part is we don't care if they are multiple gangs or one gang. It doesn't really matter, right? So that's why, you know, I don't think they should be voting about us, because this Vatos alliance is created because of snakes like that happened to me, bro. Every time I went to war, 2-3 other motherfucking gangs came and fucked with us. And it was not Changyang, it was other gangs. I am prepared for Changyang, because when Changyang comes, I know it's Changyang. When Changyang strikes, I know it's Changyang. I need to explain to Mr. K, when Hydra or Street Team or Changyang hits, at least they tell me it's Changyang. But when I had war with the seaside motherfuckers and others, motherfuckers was all blacked out, not talking, just so shooting at me, and then I wouldn't know who the fuck it is. And that's my problem. I spent a month to figure out who it is. And that is my problem. This is the reason the alliance got created. Or else this fucking whatever, you know, like other motherfuckers go to war and then they bring their friends, and this is the reason the alliance got created. The alliance got created because I want to have a good time, bro. I'm sick and tired of sitting in my fucking own fucking barrio the whole day. All honesty, I wanna have court stuff. I wanna have. I've been thinking so big, you guys have no idea. Listen, Altitude. I've been thinking so big that I literally been fucking studying the fucking NATO stuff. I've been even thinking about like putting up like open applications for anybody in the city to join the alliance. And even if anybody and everybody in the city even joins, I think it'd be fun, because I want to have like, this is the choice. You know, you want to do it, you don't want to do it, I don't care. Hell, Changyang want to join the alliance, even they can join the alliance, because it wouldn't change nothing. Everybody in the alliance can still fight each other, right? And we can still do everything we do before. So what is the fucking actual change? The only change is don't be a fucking snake. Like, what the fuck? Losing my mind.
Bro. I honestly think their biggest issue is that they're not part of this, and they think that it's a fucking big thing to take them down. The reality is, it isn't.
Maybe you're right, though. Maybe you're right. Maybe people are out here twisting it like we are trying to take them down. Because, like, it's, you know, listen. Even, let's pretend we're here to take down Changyang, okay? We're here to crumble Changyang. How are we gonna do it? Even with the alliance. None of us can fucking wake up. Or don't even wake up, most of us, in the other side. So what are we gonna do? What would we do?
If we wanted to fight them, if we really wanted to gang up on them, we could just call everybody and just go now. Yeah. You know, why would we need to wait for them to be
what up, Danny? Thank you so much for the 36 months, my brother. Damn.
Go and fight them.
Coming in with the fucking 3 years.
I mean, they got
coming in with the 3 years. Get some love in the chat.
They can always have 6. They always got the top of the line, everything. You know, they've got many businesses that just print money. I just spent fucking $160-something thousand in rings.
Same here. I just ordered 5 rings, bro. I literally ordered 5 rings. I'm like, I buy guns from Changyang, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, I think either people are here twisting or people are just don't get it. But I don't think, like, I think even if Mr. K or anybody would speak with me, I think they would understand it. I just think people are in a way to think about it. But my problem here is that it breaks my fucking heart of all people that they shoot you over it, and it's like I didn't.
He apologized, but yeah, it was still dumb.
It
pissed me off, man.
It does sting, and
because I haven't done shit to them at all for months. Like, I mean, like probably 5 months since I've had any issue with Changyang. I've done tons of business with these guys. We feed these
thank
guys
you so much, bro. Thank you so much, Vettel Roman, for the 5 gifts. You beautiful chat. Chat, can we hit 50 subs today? Let's get it.
Like I'm fucking nothing. Pisses me off. This is the second point that I wanted to make, is I don't know how interested you are, but we're in the process of potentially selling our meth lab to Changyang.
Yo, Vettel, thank you so much for the 10 gifties.
Beyond second thoughts.
Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much.
The fact that they were so quick to throw me away.
Thank you so much.
The only person right now in that entire group that like is keeping me willing to do business with them is Flippy at this point.
Oh my God, can we get a 2 laps on
you
them?
know, if it wasn't for
him,
him,
thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Roman going ham today. Completely.
But I wanted to bring it to you because you've been good to us. So I don't know what your stance is on labs. I don't know if you have one. I don't know if you're interested in one. I thought I'd just pick your brain on it, you know?
Why you guys don't want it? Is that a reason?
Our biggest thing is we just aren't consistent enough at using it. And, you know, we got some new members now that are interested in cooking and stuff. And Denzel's my main guy. So like really it's his baby. But
yeah.
From the amount that we use it, it's just not worth the $50K a week. And, you know, we could get a big chunk of money that we could use for gang funds and continue spraying things and just kind of like it's inevitable. Like somebody's going to try and steal our lab, like 100%. And so it's either we get rid of it or we just hold on to it like we have been until we get the urge to go out and be consistent again.
100%. All honesty, I'm not gonna lie, we actually been thinking about getting labs. I got out of the lab game because it fucked me. I bought labs for $3 million. The next fucking day, you know, I lost the keys. You know what I mean? I kind of like...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it pissed me off. I remember, like, back in the days when it was 3 labs and shit like that, you know what I mean? I used to have all these labs under me and stuff.
And then they closed them up, yeah.
Yeah, they closed them up. I lost all my money and it kind of pissed me off, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna get into this stuff again. So, but lately, I'm actually glad you bring this up because there might be a cool thing here, Autotune. And this is the reason also Wato's alliance, in my opinion, is cool. You know why? Guess who, like, because of Wato's alliance, and now we're getting closer, all of us kind of like cool together, right? Guess who I am going to share a lab with and actually start production? That is Rust. You get me?
Okay.
Now, what my idea is, if you think about, before you think about potentially selling it, if you want to sell it, you can sell it. But even if before potentiality, maybe you could go out on, you know, grab another Watos member, and then suddenly you guys could share the same lab, keep up, you know, you still have foundation, they push, you get what I'm saying? Everybody eat. Like a lot of, this is what I'm talking about, but this is my ideas, at least my mindset, you know? A lot of cool stuff here we could like work together with, basically, is my whole thing. And I would say if Chang'an is looking to buy that lab, and you guys don't sell it, I can see them potentially sitting there for a couple days waiting to grab it, correct?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Especially if we give it to somebody else, they're gonna 100% steal it.
I know a man who wants a lab. And this man, he ain't no afraid, you know? This man is the cookie man. Cookie monster.
Okay.
Sergio, cookie man, you know what I mean? Cookie monster. He's very interested,
well,
yes.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't trust Sergio at all. That guy has been acting sussy as fuck. I caught him in Cyprus the other day trying to find where all of our stuff is, basically threatening me to not put any flags in Alburo. Every time we're in a gang meeting or like an alliance meeting, he's always talking about fighting each other, and I think he's got BSK on his mind because we spanked the Marabuntas months ago, and I don't think he's gotten over it. Now, I love being in an alliance with him. I respect Sergio more than most. You know, I respect him more than I do GG, like Marabuntas for sure.
100%. Like, Sergio is funny. At least he's not...
Correct.
Like, he's straightforward. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. So, this isn't me taking shots at him. But the thought of me sharing a key with him... Oh, bro, I think he would snake me in a minute.
There you go,
really,
you know?
Truly would.
But there you go, you know, that's what I mean. So this is the stuff, you know, you could consider. But, okay, I like that. I actually, bro, because I'm not gonna lie, I could buy the 2 labs. Because I have a, you know, my street team, as we call it now, mariachis, if you guys seen them. They also very interested in the lab. You get what I'm saying? So they're, you know, and they have the money for it. So we could potentially. But like I said, I don't want to buy it from you. I don't want to be like, I take it before you know you want to sell it.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I'd bring it up to you.
Yes.
Just to pick your brain, because I haven't heard of you doing much with the meth stuff.
Nope.
I know that, like, you know, Reggie way back in the day was doing that stuff. So
yes.
I didn't know if you guys were still in it. But, you know, obviously myself and Denzel and Ben, we have to talk about, you know, this proposal that Chang'an is and to see if we really want to go down that road. But, you know, if you were chomping at the bit to get it, you know, I would probably work out a deal with you. In fact, I know I would 100% work out a deal with you before Chang'an, just out of principle, because I respect you way more and you've been so good to us that, like, you know, even if I had gotten less money from you instead of giving it to Chang'an, I would at this point, because I just feel used by these guys. Like, I can't do anything right ever. Like, I'm just tired. I'm burnt out. I'm just dealing with these dudes.
To be honest, I like, it puts me in an awkward position because for first time in my life, I don't know, like, okay, I understand if people get shot, my boys get shot over my reasons. I understand if I get shot over my reasons, but it actually is kind of sad that, like, I don't know, we tried to do something, we tried to create something, and then of all people, like, it's like, bro, we said, like, Vatos are united. into 5 leaders or whatever, you know what I mean, to have equal votes. And even if without that, even if, let's pretend it was me on the head of it, right? Everybody be like, Speedy, Speedy, Speedy. Even at Speedy hours, nobody shot me, bro. Like, they came and shot you. And I understand Mr. K apologized for it, but still, like, at the end of the day, if I get shot, I would understand it. Because I would understand Mr. K is like, if you look at it as a rebellion. But shooting others, like shooting anybody else, shooting my boys, I understand it. But not even Wagos got touched. You got shot and you got dumped. Like, of all people. Not even Wagos got, you know, anything. Like, that's the whole point. That's why I feel like it's, let me put it like this, man. There might be some times that people are down. And there might be some times that, you know, people fuck with us and you, or even me. But I do believe in good karma. And I'm telling you, my friend, you have all the fucking great karmas. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, good stuff will come your way. You already have a lot of good stuff going, but more good stuff will come your way. Because I do believe in good karma, you get me?
I appreciate it, Speedy. That's why I'm coming to you too, man, because you a real one. You one of the
100%.
few.
And when it comes to Gulag Gang, I think you brought up a good point. Do they want to be in the alliance or not? I'm going to very simple bring it up. If they don't want to be, I don't care. And if they still want to be, I'm going to do something else. And that is, we're going to have a vote. I brought this alliance as an equal fucking partners. I didn't brought it as a dictatorship. I don't want to run the show. If I want to run the show, I disband it all. You know, I just run my street teams and Wagos. Like, I'm trying to do something cool, man. I'm gonna have a good time with you guys. Straight up.
Yeah.
And I'm bored of this sucking city, bro. This city sucks dick around these hours. It really does. Like,
you nailed it, bro. That's
but it really does, man. It really does. Okay, you want business? Well, guess what, motherfucker? Wait 5 months for storefronts. Storefronts are only in Little Souls and something else. I literally have a text about it. Like, we can't even get a storefront. You wanna like, you know, my fucking barrio, bro. Like, bro, have you seen other hoods? Have you seen them? They have fucking gates. They have fucking palaces. They have motherfuckers out here trying to take my ranch away for one raid, you know? My barrio, like, at least get used to have fences. Now you can drive around it like it's like a fucking playground. The whole south side is fucking shithole. That's the reality. But I want to turn this, like, we want to turn this shithole into a beautiful place where we have a good time. And all honesty, I never made this alliance based upon, like, I'm gonna fight this guy or not. The reason I didn't invite GSF, because I don't like this GSF cockroaches. The reason I didn't invite Balas is because I always been enemies with the Balas. We always have been. We respect each other, but we always been enemies. So why would I be alliance with my enemy? Correct. Like, I want to be alliance with the people I like. I know people don't like fucking Sergio much, but me and Sergio have a good, like, snake. Like, we both snakes in a basket, so it's kind of like we snake around each other, and it kind of works out. Ray is fucking part of Clean Boys, but Ray have grown into his own rust, and those motherfuckers slap the fuck out of fucking Seaside, right? Seaside motherfuckers out here tweeting every day like, we the best, but everybody and their mother know that the rust fucking destroyed them, right? Motherfuckers pushed every day till the day Ray came back. The day Ray came back, they ended it on the spot. Like, of course, bro. Like, of course they do it, bro. Ray came back like a Terminator, bro. Like, fucking even without warming up, he was clapping motherfuckers.
That's some bitch-ass move right
there. Of course, it's a bitch-ass move. But that's what I mean. Everybody's playing snakes out here, but we just want to do our own thing, but it somehow is a bad thing. You get what I'm saying? I'm just, you know.
I get it.
Whatever, you know?
All right, well, I thought I'd give you that info. And once again, Speedy, I don't want you to think like I'm going after Gigi or I got some sort of massive deep. I'm just being transparent, and because it's a bad look.
Yo, Reem Jabba the Hot, thank you so much for the 53. Mazovri, bro. Really appreciate you.
Is going around telling people that, like, hey, if multiple gangs get involved, you're getting smoked. It's just that simple. But Gigi's just, they're like, I'm not into this whole fucking shit. Even Kay told me that Marty said that the whole defensive alliance thing is fucking stupid and it's not what he signed up for and stuff. And even Marty told me to my face that he only wanted to be part of a council, to have a vote, not this whole shooting a gang for jumping in type shit. So it just comes
if Marty is like that, then, you know, like, I don't understand this. Like, you know what I hate? I hate motherfuckers that, like, it's nothing against Marty, it's just in general. I hate motherfuckers where it feels like I didn't invite you, motherfucker. Like, you want to be part of something, you joined it, and now you want to be like, it's not Gucci. Now you can leave. You know, it's very simple. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I didn't, like, and on comparison, if I want to be real here, I didn't, once the alliance picture got taken, after the picture that we had, I didn't going around fucking taking pictures with umbrellas and triggering Changyang. Like they are the ones who literally went around triggering the fucking Changyang, and then the Changyang heat got heated up, and then the whole fucking meme started. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just like,
and it shouldn't be like that. Like you can say whatever you want, but after, even if you go check my tweets, I didn't tweet shit. Even when people were tweeting shit.
Down? VAGOS came down and Marabuntas came down to come pick me up. Where was GG? They were all in the city. They were all in the city. Russ wasn't around.
No.
GG was. They didn't come down. They didn't give a fuck that I was bleeding.
I get GG's like, GG is probably thinking the same, like they don't want a Changyang smoke. And I get the Changyang smoke. They don't want it. But you know, if that's the case, don't go around and talk shit about it. Just be like, hey, you want to talk to Speedy about it.
Yeah. Like if I can tell you, if it was BSK that had the umbrellas up and was mocking them and putting them,
you guys would get fucking destroyed.
They would have just came down and clapped us. They wouldn't even have been a conversation.
That being said, though, I heard that the GG and CG was fighting last night. My boys told me.
Oh, really?
So I have no idea, bro. Like what's going on. So I guess interesting too. I don't know. I guess we find out.
Well,
but
the spray across from ammunition is now a Changang spray. That was a Gulag gang spray yesterday.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Wait, really? Well, yes. You know, it is what it is. You know, they making their own grave.
I mean, I did see X in the city on Twitter yesterday, so maybe he started some shit.
Oh my god. But if X was at the Alliance meeting, he would actually get us all and go to Changyang compound and say, let's blow it up. That's the difference. You know what I mean? But it would be funny. But like that would be the difference on that meeting. You know what I mean? He would be like, let's all of us go to PD or like go to Changyang compound and blow it up. So, but okay. But I'm very glad, man. Listen, Autotune, I really mean it. Like, if give me a call, bro. Anytime, you guys. Like, listen, I always take the weekends off, and for some reason, all big meetings always happen. Then it's weekend, and then like bro, all the wars start on weekends. All the shit happen on weekends. But I don't get it because the weekend is like the most slowest day in the city, and somehow all the shit starts on the weekend, you know?
All right. Well, fuck. Well, thanks for the chat, Speedy. I thought I'd just run this shit by you just so that you're up to date and you know everything that's going on. And also,
can I give it 2 seconds along with you?
Yeah, sure.
So, like I said, bro, the worst thing I know is people that suffer on my behalf. You get what I'm saying? I won't tell you why, but you know, let's be real here. You know I was the Russians, and you know what I lost. You get me?
Yeah.
But let's just say my operations are way up real quick. They could be up way before, but I didn't want to rush it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But with this knee pad, well, you know, the truth is I could never lose my operations from Tijuana. You get what I'm saying? I built this shit up for 1 year. It's not like I fucking lost how to fucking make my weapons. You get what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. I've been building this shit empire, right? But at the same time, it also means that I'm not in a rush to get shit going on the spot, right? If Policia is on my ass, why would I just go back to making weapons the next day, right? That would just be stupid. Yeah. It's been over a month now. And I'm getting up real quick. Let's just say, once my kingdom gets up, I might give you a key to the kingdom. Okay, my friend?
Key to the kingdom?
A key to the kingdom. Not the key, but a key to the kingdom. Just think about it. And you have a good day.
Are you just gonna go ahead and drop that on me like that, Speedy, without gunning and detail?
I'm just saying, bro. Good karma is good karma. Have a good day, guys.
All right.